I'm just going to be blunt about this because it feels as though it needs to be said. And here it is. Auditions are not about you. Okay? They're not. Now, who they are about, I will discuss coming up next in this edition of the VO Heroes podcast. We spend so much time learning about auditioning, learning how to record well, how to act, how to do the voice work well. Everything around looking at the script or looking at the copy, figuring out for ourselves, how do we bring ourselves to the party? I teach these things. How do we bring ourselves to the party? How do we have our brand really inform the performance? We. Guess what? The audition isn't about us. It isn't about you. It isn't about me. The audition is about whoever is offering the work. It's about solving their problem. We have our own problems to solve when it comes to script analysis, when it comes to cold reading, when it comes to choices that we make when we do our performances, whether it's on camera or on microphone. We have all of that stuff. But in the end, if you don't approach an audition as though it's a personal affront or a personal responsibility that is overwhelming, or you're overworked, or all of these things that can creep in when it just gets to be too much, if we just take a moment, step back, and remember that when we audition, we are essentially engaged in a job interview. We're essentially engaged in the same thing that anybody who is applying for a job in any other business is doing. Now, we happen to apply for jobs a lot more often than people who spend years at a company and then have to go to another company or want to go to another company. You know, maybe people will interview for a job, I don't know, 5 or 10 times in their lives, maybe more. We can audition 5 or 10 times a day if we're doing voiceover, right? So the whole point here is make it about your potential production partner, the casting office, the producer, the director, the script, the writer, the other actors. Make it about anything but yourself, and you'll save yourself so much mental anguish. And it might even lead to better solutions for your choices, for what you wear, for how you speak, for what you say, for the choices that you make when you interact with your other voices or your other actors. You're removing the onus of, oh, this is all me. Why do they do this to me? Nobody's doing anything to you. You're providing a potential solution for someone else. Auditions are not about you. They're about who you can solve a problem for. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments below. VOHeroes.com is where the conversation is lovely and polite, and I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Please subscribe to the channel if you want. There'll be a little notification bell you can ring, you can like, you can share, you can smash any of those buttons as hard as you want, because today's technology is hardened. It's very bulletproof. Be careful. Anyway, thanks so much for watching and for listening. I'm David H. Lawrence the 17th, and I'll see you in the next episode of the VO Heroes podcast.